Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the back nine of the 2024 Tour de Richmond here at the Monster, presented by Play It Again Sports and River City Disc Golf Club, created by Heiser Media. We got myself, Dan Brooks Wells, and none other than Nick Hanson in the booth today. Nick, how we doing?
Hey Dan, I'm doing good. A little bit of a slow start there on our card for the front nine. If you haven't watched it, go check it out on Gatekeeper Media. Hopefully these guys can pick it up. They started to pick it up those last few holes of the front nine, so if they can just continue where they are, I think we're going to have some of them charge up this leaderboard.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been tough. You can see the leaderboard there. 3 down through the front nine is the best score. We got no one under par just yet, but maybe we can find some birdies here.
Yeah, here we are, hole 10, 394 feet, par 3. Playing quite straight, but then you do need to get up this hill, so if you can have something hyzer at the end with sharp angle and get a good skip, you're going to be inside the circle.
Yeah, and if you go, again, back over to Gatekeeper, check out that front nine, you'll know that L.A. is on a birdie streak, 3 in a row to start. That one seems to cut just a tad early. But
starting slow, but we'd like to see him pick it up there with those jumpers at the end.
Absolutely. And here is Matt also swinging in a shot from right to left. Looks like there's a little hill you need to get up.
Yeah, so that's right at that bottom of the hill there. If it can get a little further straight and then get that skip, it's going to skip right towards that basket.
This seems a little tight. Yes.
And, you know, we've seen the course itself is also a little tight. One of the tighter courses I've seen this year, honestly, and it honestly looks like it's shaping up to be a very good course, though. Very demanding.
Yeah, absolutely. I wonder how, if this course has been in the ground for a while or if it's kind of newer. But either way, tough to manage, and that is a fantastic upshot. You really don't want to have a putt too far away from this basket being on that hill. Little cut roll, but probably a little good cut roll of the basket.
Yeah, I think we'll take that one.
And here's Cody for his 2. Cash!
Let's go. As you see just how elevated that is from the bottom there. That basket was, a couple feet above his head.
It was basically a basketball shot right there. And Cody starting off his front nine well, and a little run there. A little run there from Matthew. Yeah,
unfortunate. Pretty similar spot, but having to go with a sidearm as LA cleans up his par.
Stay solid on the green. Couple tap-ins here to end the 9th. Little par there. And par there as well.
Oh, we love it. A little excitement there out of our players. All right, hole 11, 576 feet, par 4. Another one that's, very straight, and then you have a very drastic turn. So you're really trying to land at a landing zone that you like to then attack the basket.
Let's see what these guys are trying to do. If Cody's trying to get up and around the corner, it doesn't look like it. It's like he's trying to play for a landing zone, just gets over on it a little bit. You can see him point to the left, but to no avail. Little low, little worm burner, but it hits the manhole. That was probably going to be pretty good.
Oh, it's such a bad kick for him, though, just pinching him on that corner.
This is drifting to the right nicely. Let's see if it's enough.
Oh, and yes. Look at that. All the way to the corner, looking up at the basket.
You can't ask for much better than that. This seems a little low as well. And he also hits the man cover.
That was not on anybody's bingo sheet. 2 man covers on hole 11.
No. And yeah, you see what they're left with. They basically you just got to pitch up to where they're trying to land their drive. Can't really get that much farther up.
So, Dan, let me hear your thoughts on this. So we saw Cody earlier pointing left when he knew his disc was going right.
Yeah.
Players do this all the time where we know the disc isn't coming out or we know it's not going to be flippy enough, and we say flip, 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 flip.
Uh-huh. It's more of a prayer, right? It's
Yeah.
it's disc golf gods.
Oh, that's a good way to put it. It's more of a prayer
Yeah.
than us telling the disc to do anything. Good upshot there by L.A. Should be able to get his par there.
Let's see if he can keep his solid streak on the green. Little patent pending here. This is coming in nice, lands softly. I like the angle control. And he'll have that left for bird. Using all of the fairway that is left. A little bit of a tester to save his par there. And Cody can't find anything but the woods right now. Come on, Cody.
Gives a little bit of bid, but yeah, he's been in those woods, and most of the time he's just off by a couple feet. Oh.
Sit down. Okay.
Fortunate there. Should be able to clean up his par, but after that drive, definitely wanting a birdie.
First little mistake there we've seen in a while by LA. There's a good one. Gets it up high enough. It's always, it's always a little difficult to on those really uphill putts to just get yourself to putt it 3 feet higher than you're regularly, what you're used to.
Yeah,
They're just tapping in.
You got any tricks for the people? How do you do it?
I stand up a little straighter. If you lean over, right, then you have to raise your arm even higher. So I'll stand up a little straighter, and I will, in like a nice hard way, like point my hand right towards the basket. Like, this is where I want to release it. That's what I tell myself.
I like that method. Hole 12 here, 362 feet. Once again, wide open to start, and then you got to navigate these greens. This is kind of the story of the day so far. I like this
Cody
one, though.
Yeah, high hyzer. Swooping in.
Oh.
What?
Wow. What did that
What
hit?
was that? Ghost limb. Ghost trunk. I don't know. This is a little lower of a line. He kind of looked back like he didn't like it, but he gets a skip. He must be a little early.
A little early indeed. Still should be in a range to get up and down for par, no problem.
And here's Ben throwing his Zeus. Looked a little inside, a little early. Yeah. Need to kind of trust it on the outside here. Have it swinging, kind of like Cody did. Here's LA with his destroyer.
Okay, punch through a little ways. I'm curious to see where he's at. And oh boy,
Man, he must see something we just don't.
Hey, gave himself a chance.
Yeah, that's all you can ask for, right?
LA
That'll
just
work.
laying one up. Yeah.
Couple of layups, and I'm sure Cody wants to give this a good run.
There's been plenty of birdies out here, but I just feel like there's so many places to get yourself in trouble, even on the shorter holes.
Absolutely, and you can start to get frustrated, right? Like you're not getting as many birdies as maybe you were in the practice round, so you start taking some risks, and some of these can get away from you, and all of a sudden, bogeys happen. Couple of tap-ins here.
Gonna shout out to Timothy, the only birdie on the day. This hole played
All
at
right.
.16 over par. So not a lot of stroke separation on this hole. A lot of pars. But on to hole 13, 448 feet, par 4. The drone is flying the gap that, I think most people will throw. There is also a wide hyzer route that leaves you quite a bit short on the fairway, but it's a little more open.
Yeah, this seems like you just want to get out, and then you got an open shot from there. And that's a rip from Cody.
That is a mash, almost all the way to the top of the hill there. He should be able to see the basket from there.
Little chip. Looks like Matt is lining up this hyzer route we were talking about.
Okay, gravy.
It's always a hyzer.
It's always a hyzer.
Yeah, so as you can see, getting out there to the wide open, but compared to Cody's shot, he's probably a good, 200 feet back.
That is the risk of going up the middle, but he seems to fight through, and he's just on that little dirt road there. Benjamin definitely more comfortable with the forehand. He likes that.
Solid position to be.
Yeah. It's past just this big dirt mound. And I think the green, right? This green slopes a little bit, so you got to be careful how you land it.
Yep. As we see here, LA landing at the top side, so if it does roll, it kind of rolls towards the basket, but very much moving from top to bottom, left to right.
Yeah, and you got to be careful too. This becomes a scary putt like that. That can be a little nervy of a putt.
Yeah, I hear you there. Downhill
Yeah.
35-footer is not what I'm looking for. Also left a
guys
little
are all-
short.
Yeah. And Cody with the, gets the benefit of jumping it into the green or running it.
Yeah, I was about to say, this looks
Jesus,
like a run,
Cody.
Dan.
I love it though. I love the aggression.
Oh, and
Yeah, it's not though. Tall grass.
that's tough. Sometimes those
Tall
putts when
grass
you're
is in,
just
though.
Yep, it is in. But sometimes those putts that are like that, where you're a little timid, end up actually being worse when you try to run them.
Yes.
So in some of those instances, it's just, lay those things up.
I would 100% agree with you. I don't know about you, but when I step up to a putt like that, if my mind has any sort of thought of you shouldn't run this, I usually lay it up. Because you're right, your body just won't let you.
Good
So
cleanup
good-
there, though.
Absolutely. Would you say that you're still running stuff that you're not 100% sure?
I would say I've gotten better about not doing it,
Okay.
but there's plenty of days where, sometimes I still run it, but I have come to the same understanding that you. My body does not function well when I have any kind of doubt in my mind. All right, 231 feet. Very short green, you could say. You have room left to right, but as you can see, front and back, it kind of drops off.
Down. Dig. Dig.
You got the OB road on the left side as well. But yeah, it looks like they're just gonna try to check these discs up as they're coming in. Is that like just basically a drop off the back end?
I would say it's similar to the front side. It's not huge, but if you get back there, you're not going to be very happy. I think this is the play, throwing a sidearm right into that front hill slope, so it either just stops or it just gets a small skip forward.
Here is Matthew throwing his splash.
Oh my
Perfectly.
goodness. Wow. Great shot there. As soon as I say that's the play, he's like, nope, the backhand's the play.
I'll show you. A little ace run, I think, and it just overshoots it a bit. Maybe it got caught up though. Good putt, good birdie putt by Cody. There you go. It's getting his round going.
Yep, back under
Never too
par.
late.
You get as close as you can, Grady.
You gotta love drop-ins for birdie
Yeah.
like that. Oh man.
Not bad. Catches a little limb before it comes out. Maybe he took just, the wrong amount of juice off of it that had it come up short, but
But it does appear the backside is steeper than I thought it was. So you really want to stay on this front side where most of these guys landed. L.A.
LA with a
back on
good
track.
stroke. Mm-hmm.
Out of the woods.
As our players clean up, we're going to move on to hole 15. 215 feet, par 3, significantly downhill. We're going back to our straight fairway with not much variance. Got to keep that disc flat and straight.
I'm guessing a lot of these guys are going to be choosing some sort of overstable approach disc. No. That's brutal.
Yeah, getting a kick like that on a hole like this just gives the disc so much time to move left to right once it hits.
In LA, you're getting halfway down the fairway. Probably an easy pitch up from there, but you're probably wanting to putt on this hole.
Oh, I like the sidearm. I didn't really think about that. Pretty heavy dominant backhand player, but seeing that, it looks pretty appetizing.
This is the gap I was imagining everyone was going to try and throw, and looks like he does it perfectly. 25
Take
foot
butts
left.
like that every day.
Absolutely. Cody must have been in some deep, thick stuff. He just has to pitch it out. LA with a smart layup. You can see those flags there. That's going to be OB behind the basket. And these guys don't want nothing to do with it. But Cody, he's got to be running this.
Turn.
Oh, no.
Dang, and that I think is going to be in that river.
Ben with the only 2 look hits it. Very nice. Taking a few strokes
That would be right
on
there,
the
right?
card.
Yeah.
Yes, Cody, sorry.
Unfortunately, indeed out of bounds. He's going to be taking, I think, a 5.
Yeah. Tough one.
The hole did play under par, quite a few birdies, but as we saw there, and a few other people, quite a few doubles. Hole 16, 349 feet. A 4, it says. Very tight the entire way. Got this little bridge to get you across that river again. And we're going to head back up to this basket here. So another one where it's probably smart to disc down so that way you can focus on accuracy.
Listen, nobody discs down these days. You got to go for the Eagles. Everyone's got to go for the Eagles. We just watched the AM Championship. Man, those young guys, you're flinging high-speed plastic on every hole. And these guys are hitting some good lines with that high-speed plastic.
Wow, that
Nice
was
turnover.
nasty. That was
Yeah,
nasty.
it's not cool to lay up. It's not cool to disc down anymore.
That's old man golf. That's where we're at these days.
That's what I'm talking about. This looks smoked, and this is why.
I was just gonna say that's why these kids, they have no fear.
No.
Could be by the basket, could hit first available. Throwing the same disc either way.
Kick to the left.
This
Oh,
does
this
not
is
look
hyzering out.
turned. Yeah. He will find himself back to a scramble position.
I think if the other courses this weekend are similar to this, the person that scrambles the best is gonna win this event.
That checks out. Because you can't avoid it. You can't avoid getting a bad kick at this course or having to scramble at some point. Cody seems to chip one up there. Yeah, that'll do.
Get
He's
himself
worked his way out.
nice and easy par. That one looked to be a little short. Curious where it landed.
And is this is a 2-look right here? Come on.
Oh,
So close. Hopefully it just sat for him. Here's a birdie look for Benjamin. Just missing a little bit to the side. Birdie look for LA as well. He's hit a few of those jumpers. That one, just the timing, I don't think was right on that.
yeah, I think his body was way in front of his arm, and he just never had the ability to get that disc out in front of the body and get momentum on it.
Good par save by Cody. A little bit of a little tap-in birdie for Matthew.
Yeah,
there.
Matthew with only 1 of 6 birdies on this hole today, so it's pretty good to be up there for eagle when there's only 6 birdies on the hole.
I wonder if the woods open up a bit. We'll find out.
You know, it's just not looking like they're gonna. But here we are, hole 17, 359 feet, par 3. Players have some trees to navigate in the middle of this fairway, but if you can snake one all the way down here, I'm going to be thoroughly impressed.
Absolutely. I mean, this is like a hyzer flip, just a little drift to the right, finish straight. Got the hyzer flip part. Got a good kick out into the fairway. I don't see how he could be upset with that.
I feel like watching some of these holes, I'm like, I might just be playing for 3 on some of these.
Yeah. This forehand might be that type of play, or maybe not. Maybe he's going for the back. He's probably going for the basket. It looked like it came out a little early for him though.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah, it gets a little drift to the left. Does finish out.
There it is.
Yeah. Now he's
That's
just got to deal with a tree right next to the basket.
Or sorry, that was Benjamin, I believe. But yeah, gave himself a look.
And there's the kind of shot shape I was talking about. He just wanted it to keep drifting to the right, but he got the initial part correct. There's a good chip up.
Oh yeah, we'll take that.
Yeah, and LA seems to find himself off to the right and has to throw this little cut roller that is beautiful. That's it.
Oh my goodness. Some of these shots we've seen today are very, oh my.
He's trying to get around that tree.
Some of these shots, though, have been very impressive for scrambles so far. Oh, and a
Wow.
good bid there, but not enough.
It was a good cleanup putt. Really good up and down from LA. And Matthew seems to have a little... Kind of this tree's kind of in his way. Maybe not. Maybe it's just our view. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the angle sometimes looks hard for us, but they sometimes have a straight on look.
Seems like a tough one to get there.
Yeah, that is a very tough one.
I mean, you could even have a good drive and you're just... One of these two trees is just, you know, in your way. It's a good focused cleanup putt.
On to hole 18, 275 feet, par 3. Another one that just tests your ability to throw this straight. Slight, you know, left-right movement at the end, but if you can throw it dead straight, you'll find yourself in the circle.
Matthew going back to the forehand.
Oh, I like this. Oh, it's so nice.
Yeah. It's a good way to end your day, that's for sure.
It was a tough look there, but it looked like just like a baby flip-up hyzer the entire way.
He threw a truth there, so just a straight mid. And LA's going to the zone.
See, that's one of those shots that looks good, but just barely off the fairway.
Yeah. Looked a little pulled, but gets through, hits a late one. Cody going with the backhand putter, trying to get that slow left to right. Comes out a little early. It's kind of been a little bit of a common theme out here.
I will say, though, Cody has had some bad luck today.
Yes.
Like, there's been plenty of 50-50 balls, and it seems like every time he's been the opposite of it. You know, the right way.
Yeah.
But got himself a
That
look there for par.
Yeah, that one looked good because that could have been OB easily.
Yeah, you do have the OB river kind of wrapping behind this basket.
We're probably going to see a couple of layups here so people don't have to deal with that OB. Here's Cody to save his par. Good scramble. I'm sure he's not happy with the day, but it could have been a lot worse, you know?
Yeah, walking out here even is not great, but he really scrambled well. So got to take that away from today and just move on to tomorrow. And what a shot here! About a 10-footer to finish out here on 18.
And that'll put Matthew down to 3 under. He's going to lead our card. A couple of tap-ins. So thank you guys for joining us for the front 9. Cody is at even. Benjamin is at 1 over. Matthew at 3 down. And LA at even as well. Take a look at our leaderboard. Gabe Boson. Hope I'm saying that right. Quentin Maybe, Matthew Guthrie, and Jay Keegi. Thank you to our supporting sponsors, Elevation. And if you would like to be a supporting sponsor, please reach out to Heiser Media. Please subscribe. We'll see you in the next round.